Let's start things off with a look at your pinpoint 4x4 Doppler radar. We do have a very active weather day on tap here with a mix of rain and snow. Now this will, I think, given just a little bit more time, transition over to an all snow event. We've had a little bit of trouble getting the air temperature to cool down enough to allow a full transition from rain over to snow. So we've had a mix across the area this morning. But in some spots we are already all snow, and I think it'll just take a little bit more time. We'll start seeing this green disappear, and you'll start seeing more blue over the radar. So be on the lookout for that. It's occurring across a large part of the area. Now temperatures have still been stuck right here around 40 degrees across much of the basin. Big Spring, Odessa, Midland, back down towards San Angelo. But as you get down toward Fort Stockton and Alpine, temperatures are already down around the freezing mark, and that's where you've had that full transition over to snow. We're seeing this occur up into parts of southeast New Mexico as well. So be on the lookout for that. Now when you factor in the winds, real field temperatures, regardless of where you are at 40 degrees, you feel like you're much colder. 34 Odessa, Midland, feels like 31 out to Big Spring, 28 Hobbs, 27 down to Alpine. Temperature wind chill readings in the teens as you head over toward Ruidoso and Pine Springs. Now, look at the water vapor satellite over the last 24 hours. You can see this broad trough of low pressure here rotating out of the southwestern United States. Another trough moving up over the Great Lakes. Now the jet stream is rounding the base of this system here and ejecting over southwest Texas, and that's your culprit. That's what's allowing for this instability to occur and ultimately getting in on those showers and even snow showers across the area. Now as this passes overhead today, we'll continue to see your chance of snowfall. Again, it was mostly rain, but notice here over the last couple of scans, you're starting to see more and more blue popping up here across parts of the basin. That'll continue, I think, through the rest of the afternoon. So your watches warnings display. We do have a winter weather advisory in effect for much of the Permian Basin, all of southeast New Mexico, the Trans-Pecos, Stockton Plateau, parts of the Davis Mountains. Now, as you get down into parts of, say, the Big Bend, the Presidio Valley, temperatures will be just too warm to allow for that full transition over to snow. So I think you'll see more rain down here in Otero County, southern Brewster County, and southern Presidio County. But as you get north, again, across the basin, the Stockton Plateau, southeast New Mexico, you're looking at snowfall. I think it's going to be light amounts for most of us, but where you do get these bullseyes again right around the Fort Stockton area right now, that verifies well with what we're seeing on our iCams. You go into the afternoon, you'll see this transition back here just along and south of the Interstate 20 corridor along Highway 67, and we'll maintain at least light amounts of precipitation along Interstate 10 into the evening and overnight hours. So what we'll look for overall is a dusting to about an inch right here in, say, the metropolitan Odessa Midland area, northern parts of the Permian Basin. As you get down here south of Interstate 20, again in that area we just showed you where the precip bullseyes a little bit later in the day, you'll go up to the 1 to 3 inch category, and then there's a few spots in the higher altitudes and locations into southern and central Pecos County where I think you might even see a few 4 to 6 inch totals. It would be in isolated spots, but I think you'll get there in some locations. So the accumulation, it's going to be a mixed bag, and it's only for today. The rest of the week ahead, this system exits out of the area. High pressure builds back in. What does the big blue H mean, Maryland? Happy weather. That's right. Lots of sunshine. We're looking at improving weather conditions for the rest of the week. All the rain, the snow stays up into the northern Rockies, and that's where it'll be into the weekend as well. So our temperatures are going to keep warming, but our next weather maker will drive in off of the Pacific Northwest coast, setting up shop here over the southwest over the weekend. And it looks like we're going to get in on something, but then it just kind of passes off to our north. And what I think we'll end up getting more than anything is strong winds probably next Tuesday. Until then, though, we got one day of winter weather. That's today. Look for temperatures this afternoon in the 30s. Then it's on the way up from there. Sunny skies, 40s, 50s, 60s. The rest of the week, even 70s this weekend out ahead of that next big weather maker that'll be a wind producer a week from today.